Did you know that there are old people and there are fat people? But if you look around, you notice there's no old, fat people. Okay? Right, that's what I'm talking about, is that obesity and living an overweight lifestyle is probably the #1 cause of death worldwide right now. Okay? So many different illnesses and ailments come as a result of overeating and living an unhealthy lifestyle and just being plain overweight. So, Sleep and Get Thin is revolutionary. Let me tell you a bit about what it's not. Sleep and Get Thin is not yoga. It's not Pilates. It's not a fancy exercise system that requires machinery at a gym, a personal trainer at a gym, okay, special machines at home, special herbal supplements, course packets, right? You can get rid of all that stuff, okay? You tried that in the past. Many of you have probably tried a number of different exercise programs, a number of different weight loss programs, failed at all of them. It's okay. Don't worry about it. That's what I'm here to do, clean up the mess. Let me introduce myself. My name is Alan Archer. I'm a nutritionalist, a health specialist, a detox facilitator, and a personal trainer. And I've been in the health and healing industry for well over a decade now, okay? I do this job because I love it. I love helping people. I love helping people not only lose weight, but more importantly so, maintain a healthy lifestyle free of disease, free of illness, okay? And just helping people to get happy, okay? Sort of a personal coach as well, too, okay? Helping people to boost their overall mental morale, their self-esteem, okay? That's what I do, okay? I do it because I love it. I love to serve people. I love to help people. That's why I'm here today, to help you get thin in a very simple, easy way, okay? Sleeping. Can you sleep? Everybody can sleep, okay? If you can sleep, you can lose weight. If you can get proper sleep, you can really lose the weight that you want to, fit into the clothes that you want to, have the physique and the lifestyle that you want to, without going to any extremes, okay? This is the beauty of my system. I'm going to tell you a story that's very personal to me. It's almost hard for me to talk about. I really don't get to tell this story much live to people because I find it really hard, really emotional, one-on-one. Perhaps that's why today, in front of the camera, I'm so comfortable to be able to deliver this story to you. You know, it's dealing with a personal family issue involving my father in particular, where I lost my father about a decade and a half ago to a very terminal illness. And my father was generally a healthy man, but I was fortunate enough during this ailing process to be able to observe my father and observe his mental patterns that sort of got him into this mess, observe his physical diet and patterns that got him into this situation where he contracted this illness, right, that was pretty terminal. Now, I don't know about most of you out there, but I believe that most terminal illnesses can be reversed. You just have to know about lifestyle changes. You just have to know about how to get your diet right, how to get your sleep pattern right. It's really easy. It's really possible. The hard part is that most people are comfortable in their ruts. Most people are experiencing more comfort in their sticky situation that is actually causing more health problems, actually causing them to put on more weight. But we have to train ourselves, right, to take on bad habits, just in the same way that we have to train ourselves to reverse bad habits, okay? So going back to the story of my dad, you know, I found observing his dying process really close, okay, that there was a huge connection between the mind and the body in relation to health, okay? My dad was one of these very successful corporate guys. He lived a very fast-paced lifestyle, incredible guy, really was into helping people and was really into his job, right? But what I found was the catalyst to this illness was stress, okay? Stress is like the silent killer. Again, one way to eliminate stress is to ensure that we're getting a better night's sleep. That was the first thing I realized observing my own issue within my own family, okay? Now, my dad was a very stubborn guy. You couldn't really tell him, you know, you need to do this and this and this to change. He just kind of went the allopathic approach to change and health. You know, that's when you deal with doctors and medicine and hospitals, and all of those things are fine, you know, but it was sort of a one-way ticket downward spiral, okay? He wasn't getting any better, and it was at a huge medical cost and expense, okay? Even with privatized health insurance, okay? At a huge cost to his wellness, and his overall stamina and physique was just deteriorating fast, okay? So we saw that the allopathic approach, the medical approach alone, was not enough for my dad in this case. It was not enough, okay? He needed preventative tactics. He needed preventative techniques that he could do, okay? That he probably should have implemented before he was sick, so that when the stressful changes in his life arose, he was better prepared to deal with what was ahead, okay? A lot of the times, illnesses and overweight conditions arise is because we internalize our mental anguish and our stresses without any kind of positive outlet, okay? We're not getting the right rest. This causes more stress. We put on more weight, right? We're getting more and more and more progressively ill, okay? Not just as individuals, but as entire cultures and societies. So I found I had a couple choices, right? I could have chosen the victim approach and the victim path, right? Oh, poor me, why is this happening to me? And I chose the second approach, which was the warrior approach, right? To do something about it in my own life, okay? To implement the kind of changes that I needed to provide overall health and wellness in my own life, so that I could be able to give it back to other people, right? To actually begin to help improve the living conditions and the quality of life for other people, okay? That's the whole point of health and wellness, right? We drop weight, we lose weight. Once we get the body and the mind state that we want, when we're on top of our game, right? Then the next sequential step is to be able to provide those services for others. That's why I'm here today. That's why I'm bringing you Sleep and Get Thin. Now, unfortunately, this story does not have a happy ending, okay? My father did continue to get operation after operation by different surgeons and in and out of different clinics and hospitals, and eventually his life expired. It was probably the hardest thing I ever dealt with in my life as a young man, losing my father. I'm a father myself, okay? I couldn't imagine what it would be like as a father to not be there for my child. This is another main reason why I'm so invested in the field of health and wellness, okay? I'm a father, okay? I want to be there for my father, for my son, you know. My father expired early, okay? I want to be the archetype image of the 90-year-old, 110-year-old man living there with 6 grandchildren bouncing on my knee, all the grandkids around, okay? So that's the reason that I used this situation so close to me with my father dying to go into the warrior mentality and to take all of that frustration, all of that anger, all of that grief, all of that sadness, and use it like rocket fuel, okay? And I used it to literally shoot myself into the next millennium, which we're in right now, okay? This all happened right before the millennium change. And it's been an incredible, mind-altering, mind-changing, complete personal development makeover these past 10, 11, 12 years, okay? I invested all of my heart and all of my passions into the health and healing industry. How I could help myself so that I could help others. So again, let me tell you a little bit about my history in the health and wellness industry. I used to work at detox clinics across the world, okay, where people, high-end individuals in the corporate arena, would come to my clinics. They would fly down, 5-star clinics. I'm dealing with 10 people plus a week to 3 weeks. Most of the people that came were weight loss people. They were coming to my program. They were coming to do these detox cleansing fasts simply to lose weight, okay? Now these were the richest people in the world, okay? These were top executives. These were the most successful people who, you know, $1,000 is nothing to them, right? $10,000 is nothing to them. $20,000, nothing. $30,000 is nothing, right? So they dropped it, right? They were spending $10,000 to $30,000 to come and stay at these high-end resorts that I was working at, in the tropics, in the islands, right on the beach, and they were coming to lose weight. Now, what I discovered was that these programs really work, okay? Fasting, cleaning your colon out through enemas or colonics, all these stuff that people dread hearing about so much. Well, the program really works. But what I found was that they work in a very extreme way, right? Most people are coming from these really lavish, high-paced lifestyles, right? And then they're going into the opposite extreme of fasting, stopping eating and putting 10 liters of water up their large intestine every day, eating psyllium husk, bentonite clay. I don't want to confuse you. I don't want to get off track. I don't want to drop too many technical names in the industry, okay? Some of you may already know the jargon I'm using, okay? It's all health-related products, whatever. The point I'm trying to make is that the system worked. At what expense? At the expense of going to extremes. Now, I started to get really good at what I did, okay? I was observing the different clients. I was observing the success rate, which was very high. And I was observing the patterns that people began to create in their lives, okay? What I'm talking about is getting well just to get sick again, okay? People were doing the work, losing the weight fast in a 1-week time, only to get out of our retreat setting and eat the foods that weren't good for them, go back into the lifestyle habits that weren't serving them, which meant putting the weight right back on almost immediately. It was radical to watch this, okay? 9 out of 10 people will lose the weight in a detox retreat type setting. 9 out of 10, okay? But 9 out of 10 people will put it back on, okay? Because it's going to extremes. Only 10% of the people, if that much, okay, will really implement those changes in a long-lasting way so that they have long-lasting effects in their life, okay? Most people are not ready to implement the changes. They have the discipline that it takes to enter the door, but as soon as they leave the door, as soon as they leave the resort, our facilities, right, it's easy to go back to the lifestyle changes. Can you all relate to what I'm talking about? Okay, you all know what I'm talking about. Everybody's done it, okay? So by now you're thinking, what's the system that Alan has? You know, what's so revolutionary about Sleep and Get Thin? Well, let me tell you a little bit about it. Let me tell you why Sleep and Get Thin is so revolutionary, is so refined, and is going to change your life, okay? I took all of the best components from the health and healing industry. I took all of the best principles of these high-end exclusive detox programs, and I compiled them into a simple program, 8 modules, that's it, 8 modules in total in my program, that you can ignite and practice at any time. They're not totally sequential in order. They're not totally linear. That will affect major radical changes in your life. You're going to look better. You're going to feel better. You're going to manifest more friends around you. You're going to manifest more money. Who doesn't want to make more money, right? How you're thinking, will I make more money? How am I going to have more friends around me just by losing weight? Think about it. What happens when you have the body you want? What happens when you have the mental attitude that you want? It resonates out, right? It shoots out, and other people want to be around you. Other people want to be close to you. You become magnanimous. You become magnetic. And you attract people to you. You become more charismatic when you have the weight and the body that you want. What happens when you generate more charisma? What happens when you get more finesse? You manifest more money because your mind isn't cluttered, right? Self-esteem is the key to success. Who doesn't want success? But more importantly than success or money, right? This isn't about money. This is about maintaining optimum health. Optimum health equals optimum wealth. So I discovered that most of these people that were coming on these high-end detox holidays, none of them were getting enough sleep in their lives. So that was the first link I found. That was the first connection I made to stress and gaining weight, right? And sleep and weight loss, because I began to investigate this process. And I found that once I opened the book to the connection between sleep and weight loss, there were thousands of scientific studies there ready for me to observe. There were tons of people, sleep specialists, studying something which they coined a term that I love, and I'm going to talk to you about right now. It's called sleep hygiene, okay? Now, who doesn't like good hygiene? At this point, I don't want to condescend any of you out there and tell you about the benefits of hygiene. You all know the benefits of brushing your teeth, showering, eating the right foods. Whether you do that or not, I don't know. But you know the benefits of it, right? Well, they coined this term sleep hygiene. And I love this so much because what they found with that proper sleep hygiene is important in terms of keeping weight off the body, right? So what happened was sleep specialists were studying different people, and they found that off the bat, people that got 7.5 hours of sleep a night were losing 1 to 2.5 pounds a week and keeping the weight off. They weren't going to extremes. We're not talking about anorexia or any kind of eating disorder here, right? We're talking about getting more sleep. Simply getting more sleep and losing the weight that you need to. Once the body was at optimum weight, the weight loss process stopped on its own, okay? Now everybody has an optimum weight that they'd love to fit into, okay? We're talking middle path here. We don't want to be too skinny, we don't want to be too overweight. We want to be just perfect, right in the middle. That is what we are seeking. That is what we are after. So, they found in these studies that people who got a good night's sleep, right, were actually keeping weight off. How radical is that? I built my whole program, I designed my whole program around this one very basic, not complicated principle of getting more sleep. And we're going to teach you how to do that in my program. All right? There's those of you out there right now saying, gosh, I can't even get a good sleep, Alan. What am I supposed to do? I can't even get a good sleep. How can I lose weight? Don't worry. We're going to give you tips and methods to help you get a good sleep, okay? So you could say that we're not only covering weight loss, but we're also covering rest and relaxation as well. How to quiet down that busy, bustling mind of yours, right? Different tips and techniques and practices that you can do that are simple enough for everyone of all temperaments. My program is so unique and my program is so special because it has something for all temperaments of people out there. I have something for those of you that are moderate, mild, sort of lazy people, lazy practitioners, not ready for major changes in your life yet. I have something for you. Middle group practitioners who are ready for a bit more of a challenge, the more moderate to middle practitioners, ready to implement changes but not so quite extreme as the third group, who are going to take action, and they're going to take action right away. That's what this program is about, taking action. This is a call to action. Listen, all of the different things you've tried in the past are what have got you into this mess. All of the things that didn't work are what got you into this mess. This is why you are where you are right now listening to me. So go ahead and implement the kind of changes that you need. Go ahead and begin to make the right steps in your life now so that you can make the changes that are going to affect your future. Go ahead and push the button. Let's make a difference. Welcome into my elite group of weight losers. Let's learn how to lose weight together just by sleeping and getting thin. Let me go on a little bit and talk to you a bit more about how I refined my approach through working through these detox clinics. Well, what I did was I decided, you know, I'm doing all the work here at these different high-end resorts, at these different clinics. I'm doing all the work, and someone else is getting all the money. What can I do to change this? Well, the obvious answer and the obvious approach was, Alan, start your own detox clinic. And that's just what I did. I was fortunate enough to have two very beautiful, luxurious homes located in the tropical jungles. High-end, right? Mineral baths on my land, hot spring water, geothermal water, piping on to my land that I could offer individual people, one-on-one, specialized clients to come to my house for a detox holiday. It was awesome. It was radical. It was affecting change and changing people's lives, and I was the boss, okay? It was hyper elite, okay? It was only for the very, very wealthy. I was charging people $30,000 a week to come into my home and lose weight. Not only lose weight, more importantly, get healthy. The body that they wanted, the weight level that they wanted, was a byproduct of the result of getting healthy, okay? And I was totally getting off on this project. It was mind-blowing. There's nothing like helping people and seeing the results. There's nothing like having someone in your arms crying, thanking you. I mean, it's a real ego booster, right? I mean, it really makes you feel good to know that you could help other people, okay? And I was thrilled. I was thrilled with the results, right? My pockets were getting fat with money, and my head was totally inflated because I was helping these people, and it was working, okay? I had a name out there for myself. I was actually having to turn people away because of the nature of the one-on-one program here, right? We were doing one-on-one detox, specialized clients, 1 to 3 weeks. And then I had sort of this eye-opening, life-changing experience. I was driving through the mountains, and just on a little motorbike, nothing fancy, nothing special. And I crashed. Actually, I wasn't even going that fast. These dogs jumped out into the middle of the road, and they were playing, right, as dogs do. And I ran into them, and it laid me out in the middle of the road. Okay, I didn't have a helmet on, which was pretty stupid of me. I was wearing sandals. So I got banged up pretty good. Luckily, knock on wood, no broken bones, no stitches. But I had this epiphany, okay? As a result of this accident, I had this eye-opening event in my life that really changed me. I decided I'm going to take this program, right? And I'm going to stop making it for elite business executives, the most powerful money movers in the world. And I'm going to bring this program of Sleep and Get Thin. I'm going to bring it to the masses, okay? It's not right that I should only have a program that the very wealthy can afford, right? It took me a motorbike accident, it took me getting laid out in the middle of the road to come up with this grand epiphany, as situations in life do this to us, right? Near-death experiences can push us into our greatest acts of creativity and epiphany and awakening moments. So I decided there, as I'm laying on my back, bleeding in the middle of the road, it was awful, it was scary, right? I'd never felt so alone. And I came up with this idea in all of that frustration and chaos and confusion. Hey, Alan, you need to help more people. This isn't just about one-on-one. This isn't just about talking to you, the client, one-on-one, 30,000 a week, come to my house, blah, blah, blah. No. You need to provide a system that is more refined than what you've been learning in these 5-star resorts, that is more refined than anything in the weight loss industry, with the fastest results, the longest lasting results, and you need to deliver that to the people through the internet, through a means that you can touch the masses. Okay? Take your knowledge and deliver it to the people so that you can touch a wider audience. Now, my product is in the pipeline. I'm so excited beyond belief to be able to bring it to you. It is the most exclusive weight loss program on the market. There aren't unlimited spaces. Now, there are more than one-on-one spaces, but what we're going to do is we're going to release this product. It's going to be up for a limited time as these things go, and then we're closing the door. That's it. You're going to have to wait for the next great work of genius from Alan Archer, because this is only a limited time. There are only limited spaces. There is a way that you can ensure your space. Lift your hand, move it over the mouse, push the button, make the change in your life. Find out what Sleep and Get Thinners are doing across the planet. Thousands of other like-minded individuals like yourself that are ready to implement change. Find out what is so special and unique about my program, Sleep and Get Thin. Go ahead and push the button right now. Make the change you're going to make, right? No one will be left behind. If you buy now, no rock will go unturned. What I have here for you is the culmination of over a decade worth of refinement in the health and wellness industry to help you lose weight fast, to help you lose weight now. So by now I know you're not wondering so much anymore, what's in store. I've already told you It's connected to sleep. Okay? It's not going to be a program, guys, of a bunch of stuff I'm telling you not to do. It's not going to be that. I'm not going to be shouting at you. I'm not going to be yelling at you. Don't do this. You can't eat that. It's not going to be like that, right? This is a revolutionary method, right? And I've been very, very clever in a way to present ideas to you in a gentle format that you can implement into your lives without causing any extreme results right away, okay? Unless, of course, you're the extreme temperament and you're ready to go full on, full guns, right into my program of health and wellness. There's something for everyone. What are you waiting for? Time is now. Stop delaying. This is not an after the holiday diet trend, right? This is something that by pushing the button, you can do right now. All you have to do is look inside, see what's happening here, see what's going on. This is an elite program for elite individuals. Do you want to be Jane average? Do you want to be John average for the rest of your life? Are you happy being fat? I know you better than you know yourself. That's why I'm here talking to you today. That's why I've created this revolutionary program. Visualize yourself in the swimsuit that you want, laying on that Slace Lounge, on the beach, the waves are crashing in, right? People are checking you out because you look good. That's what you're going to get with my revolutionary program. This is a call to action. The time is now. Stop wasting time. Go ahead and make the change in your life that is going to not only affect you, but your family members, right? This is bigger than you, folks. For what are we to our family with ill health, right? We want to get thin now. We want to have the body, the physique, the mental attitude that is going to radiate out and become a sign of greatness and wellness to everyone in our family and our loved ones around us. Do it for your loved ones, if anything else. Do it for your family. Do it for your children. Do it for your partner. This is Alan Archer. I welcome you into my elite group of weight losers. Simply sleeping and getting thin. Alan Archer. Have the best day of your lives. Go ahead and effect that change now. Push the button. See you on the inside.